Hi Libra, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your December 2019 full moon and eclipse reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates that you give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. So let's just delve right in now, Libra, and see what this time period has to offer you. So this is going to be a time period, the effect of this full moon is going to be a time period from December 12th, which is when the full moon happens, to January 10th, which is when the next full moon will happen, all right? And I'm going to be using this deck, which I'm going to be setting over to the side, to do your eclipse reading, okay, to get deeper knowledge about the eclipse and how it will affect you, Then we have the Moonology cards right here, and this will be used to do a moon reading, to see how the moon correlates to what the tarot cards are saying. And then we have your main reading right here. And these will be done, these will be done at the end to give deeper knowledge. Okay. So let's see now, Libra. Full moon, Libra, December 2019. 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 Show me clearly, 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 show me clearly. Fantastic. That is where we are going to stop, Libra. At the center of everything is the Page of Shells. This is a water sign energy, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer. You are crowned by the Three of Shells, the Wheel of Fortune, the Shaman, which represents the Hierophant in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, and this is a Taurus energy and a time period of April 20th to May 20th. Then you have the Eight of Feathers, the Ace of Acorn, the Two of Feathers, the Eight of Acorns, the Eight of Wands, the Two of Crystals, the Two of Pentacles, and the Emperor, which represents an Aries energy, which is very interesting since you have the Ram right here, and you have Aries energy shining through. So there is a strong Aries presence at this time, but also a strong determination as you claim your throne and your power. Now, before we go right into the reading, let's talk about the full moon, the new moon, and the eclipse that will be coming. All right? So we start off with the full moon, and it says, surrender to the divine. And that's going to be so important. And that's always important within the full moon. It is a recurring theme to need to surrender to the divine. Now, this full moon is in Gemini, and this says the answers you need are coming. So as you surrender to the divine, the answers you need are coming. Libra, there's also a determination to you during this time. These answers are going to come through action. They're not going to come through kind of sitting back, taking things in, digesting things, focusing on emotions, things like that. They are going to come, well, focusing on emotions is important, but they're going to come through your actions, through your physicality, okay? It's through your body's works, all right? That's what Spirit is saying, which means to me your day-to-day activities, all right? That's how you are going to be seeing answers come into your life, and that's how this Gemini energy is going to be affecting you and correlating to you. The new moon happens on December 26th. Now, this new moon has an eclipse in it, which says expect powerful change. So powerful change is coming. And then we have the new moon itself, which says here in the Moonology cards, a new start is coming. So you have powerful changes coming as a new start builds forward. And then you have the new moon in Capricorn, which is telling you that your hard work is paying off and your determination is leading you forward. So this is a very focused time for you, a very determined time for you. But the changes that are coming, you're not going to be able to curtail them. And they're not going to be in the areas that are going to be super comfortable for you, or, you're going to be rather lackadaisical about. What this is saying is that the changes that come, this is like a tower time. And this is like this is very akin to a tower time, and this is a tower time that is written within the stars. So it is going to be quite profound. The changes that are coming are going to lead you forward, are going to propel you to the place that you need to be, body, mind, and spirit, are going to be having you look at things differently and taking you out of your comfort zone. It's a change for the very best. So when I say a tower time, I don't want people to get upset and be like, oh no, everything terrible is going to happen. I don't see the tower as a terrible card. I see it as a card of change, of a card of power, a powerful divine change. And that's the time that you're walking into. We have the Page of Shells. This is intuition and inspiration are leading you forward. Once again, it is a water sign energy, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer. This is paired with the Two of Crystals, the Two of Pentacles. So this is balance and adaptability. This is a sense of finding your balance as you move forward towards what you love. Your heart is shining through. But again, it's not just simply going to be your actions that dictate things. It is going to be the way you physically go after what it is that you want. This is a time of action for you, Libra, and I highly suggest you go after what you desire. You work towards your goals. Don't just sit back and kind of relax this time away. I know that for a lot of people, this time especially is the holiday time. So the fact that you have profound changes that are coming at you like the Tower on December 22nd, not 22nd, December 26th, that can bring some anxiety because that's the day after Christmas if you celebrate Christmas. And so I want you to know that it's going to be a bit flexible at this time. Pay attention to December 22nd since that's the one that came out of my mouth. So know here, because it's like Spirit just wanted me to say that. So know here that as you move forward, you move into this power, you move into this truth. Yeah, very much so. And you're going to need to find your balance. You're going to need to find your footing, the way that you need to act through this change, and the way this change is working for you. You are crowned here with the Three of Shells, which is playfulness and bliss. So in order to get to the playfulness and bliss, the Three of Shells, the Three of Cups, always for me, no matter what deck it is, I have to read it this way, is somebody that you trust being deceptive to you. And it's not that you... Spirit is saying it's not that you want them to be deceptive, but that's kind of a no-brainer. You wouldn't want, excuse me, you wouldn't want anybody to be outwardly deceptive to you. And I'm just going to take a little sip of water, of tea actually. And so here, as you're moving forward, there is somebody, it's either in the past or the present, that something is going to come up where you trusted this person, where you felt as if they could be almost like a confidant to you, and they wind up betraying this trust. So here, with bliss, with following your bliss, it's also learning how to rely on yourself. Not that you're a lone wolf in it all by yourself and everything like that. It's very much saying that as you're moving forward, as you're going after what you desire, you step back and you see the power of your truth. You see the power of yourself. And you realize that the energy that you were investing into others to give you strength, to build you up, is going to be no longer needed. You know what I'm saying? Here, I hope you do. I hope I'm making this clear. Because it's learning that you have a greater power to you. And by surrendering to the divine, by finding the answers to these questions, you really are changing the course of your existence. And the changes that come in are having you face this divine surrender. And they're having you move forward with the Eight of Acorns. It's bringing a change that happens rather quickly. It's energy and results. It's a change that happens quickly to move you forward, to empower you, to grace you, to give you the energy that you need to go after what it is that you desire. It's like, oh, okay, I can get there. I can do this. I am a vehicle of change. That's what it's saying for you, Libra. You are this vehicle of change, and you are bringing this change into your everyday life. You are empowering yourself in such a way that the boundaries are being blurred. You are seeing the power that you want. It's illuminated. It's illuminated within this time period, and it is you moving forward in this determination and in this grace. Your roots are the Eight of Feathers. So you have here the repeat of the number 8. This is saying to me that you're going to be taking this time from full moon to full moon astoundingly seriously. Do not be so serious. Don't. Kind of laugh, enjoy yourself, have fun, because that is going to be what helps propel this change, what helps lead you forward to the place that you want to be. The Eight of Feathers, the Eight of Swords, is courage and solutions. So it's feeling stuck. With the Eight of Swords, in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, it is a woman with 8 swords all around her, and it's a blindfold on her also. And it's saying you don't know which way to turn. So this is where the courage comes in. So as you are embracing your truth in yourself, as you are being empowered with this determination and this passion of spirit, you will see the ways to turn a lot better. And you are going to have a tendency to overthink things, overanalyze, really sit there and want to dissect things for yourself and sit there and say, okay, it has to be like this or it has to be like that, and I need to move forward like this or like that. Step back and know that your mind is going to make things a heck of a lot more complicated for you during this time than they need to be. Trust in the simple plan. That is going to be the best for you, and take action within it, because here it is paired with the Emperor, which is focus and stability. You are focused on the stability that you are bringing within your life. And here, with the Emperor, you are also looking at the truth that you are developing within your soul, within yourself, as you move forward. So here you are claiming your throne. You know what it is that you desire. You are holding true to your convictions. And as you do so, you have to remember that to err is to be human. So to make mistakes, to fall down, to pick yourself back up. That is what humanity is all about. That's what being human is all about. And it's also about compassion and understanding. And so I see you here, and I always see the Emperor in its most beautiful form as David in the Old Testament in the Torah. So here, there's a sense of you claiming your throne, claiming your power, but knowing that you have made mistakes, and surrendering those mistakes to the divine, not having them be an anchor around your neck, defining you forevermore. The negative side of the Emperor, of this Aries card, is to be like Nero, who played his fiddle as Rome burnt. So there is a distinct sense here of knowing your truth and knowing your power, but not letting doubts, fears, and selfishness that is born from doubts and fears take over. Now, this is not to say anything negative. I know a lot of Libras, and you guys are all absolutely lovely. It is just simply a warning within the cards for this time, that as you claim your throne, be very proactive as you move forward, because this paired with the Eight of Swords, the Eight of Feathers here, this has you questioning yourself, has doubts, and it has fears coming to the surface, which can make the negative side of the Emperor come out really rather easily. So just be mindful of that. Then we have the Ace of Acorns. The Ace of Acorns is creative force and confidence. This is a gift from God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe. Now, are you taking it? I would say yes, you are, most definitely, because of the Emperor here, because of the sense of a power and a truth to you during this time. Yeah, most definitely. And this is this gift gracing you. There is also here a stubbornness to you. From the 12th of December to the 10th of January, embrace it. Know that this is your power, your truth, and your bliss moving you forward. That this gift of new beginnings, of passion, of creativity, this could also be a very sensual, very sexual time for you. So be mindful of that also. And, use it to your advantage, most definitely. So as you are moving forward, there's a sense of you being focused on what you desire, focused on what you want to create on this earthly plane, and you're getting kind of a hands up. So these divine gifts are really coming towards you rather intensely. This leads you to the shaman, which is divine wisdom and spiritual power. So you have creative force, you have confidence and divine wisdom and spiritual power guiding you forward. You are taking flight. You are soaring to new heights. You are going after what it is that you desire. You aren't being defined by the negative, but by the positive. And this, again, is a Taurus energy, the Hierophant in the Rider-Waite-Smith, and a time frame of April 20th to May 20th. So know here that you might see these creative gifts come to a head during this time in 2020, which I know sounds like a terribly long way away, but everything seems to be moving so terribly fast that I think it will be here before we know it. This is also a sense of your power and your truth leading you forward. going after what you desire, going after what it is that you want, learning your truth, learning where you stand, and not being afraid to say, this is who I am, and this is where I need to be. This then leads you to the Two of Crystals. The Two of Crystals is, of course, the finding the balance, obtaining the understanding, knowing your truth, and this leads to the Emperor saying, here, I claim this power. I can balance things. I can move forward in my ferocity of spirit. There's a fierceness to you, Libra, that you might find a little bit disconcerting during this time, a determination and a focus. Because you're all about balance, and that's why you're going to find it disconcerting, because you're all about balance, you're all about harmony. That's why you are the Justice card. You're all in the major arcana within the tarot. You're all about justice. And so when you have a time of such strong convictions for you, you might sit there and be like, oh my gosh, what's going on here? Where's the harmony to it all? Because this is going to be rather decisive, rather, it's going to be like drums beating. It's like you do this and you do that, you move forward, and you have this rhythm to you that you are embracing during this time. It's not all about all the instruments working together in a beautiful symphony. It's about the decisiveness that you are taking at this time. And it's going to feel like drum beats. It really is. Then we have the Two of Feathers, which is decisions and directions. So the Two of Feathers, and you have the repeat of the number 2 here. So this is all about communication, understanding, working together with people. Even though you are so focused at this time, you will very well find that you gain more from collaborations, from talking with people, from getting different viewpoints, from looking at things in a different light, because here the change that is coming is not going to be as decisive as you had hoped it would be, meaning it's not going to follow pretty much the path that you have set out. You're going to think, okay, A equals B, but you're going to find that A equals, Q at times, and then you go back and you go to, F, and then you jump and jump and jump. So know here that the path that you had laid out, the things that you had thought, they're not going to go as smoothly as you had hoped. And that's why with the Two of Feathers, you saw 2 very distinct roads, 2 very distinct ways, or at least one very distinct way to move forward. And here, you're going to find that something takes you by surprise, that there is a third option that comes your way through the closing of your eyes, through the meditative state with yourself, through the surrendering to the divine, and the answers that come through that surrenderance. Is that a word? Surrendering? And then we have here the Wheel of Fortune, change and possibilities. You are being changed by the possibilities that are coming your way. Your life is doing a 180. You will very well feel, and can very well feel at times, that you're on a roller coaster ride. You have your highs, you have your lows, your lefts, your rights. Do not give up on you. Do not say, okay, this change is too much. This time is too chaotic. I can't possibly. Yes, you can. Yes, you can, and you will be moving forward. Embrace the change, because it's getting you ready for this eclipse, and it's also letting you know that you're already in a state of malleability. You're already in a state of being able to be formed by this divine surrender, by the universe around you. And so as the change comes, you're going to be much more receptive to it and very empowered by it. We have the 8 of Acorns then, and the 2 of crystals. The 8 of Acorns is, of course, change happening quickly, passion leading you forward, and the 2 of Acorns is saying that you're going to need to get your footing to be able to balance it all, because you're going to feel a bit out of sorts at times. Okay, and I'm just spreading these out so that laying down the Moonology cards will be a bit easier, because those are a bit tricky. Libra, December 2019, full moon. 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 Show me clearly, 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 show me clearly. Fantastic. And I'm just going to lay these out quietly. Excuse me. So at the heart of it all is the full moon in Cancer, in correlation with the Page of Shells. So this is a personal issue reaches a resolution. As you are a student of your heart's desire, as you move forward, as intuition guides you, as inspiration comes, it resolves an issue that has been holding you back. Then we have the waxing moon also at your heart here with the Two of Crystals. And this says energy is gaining momentum as balance and adaptability leads you forward. So as you are figuring out how to balance it all, you're gaining energy, you're gaining momentum towards your goals. At your crown, we have the waxing moon with the Three of Shells. What do you need to release? And the Three of Shells is saying the reliance on other people, the trust that you put in them, and the hurt that they can give you. Now, I'm not saying that you never should trust anybody at all. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying here is that you're releasing this pain, this hurt, to embrace your bliss and to move forward in playful joy. Then we have the full moon in Taurus, also at your crown, with the Eight of Acorns. This says your dreams need a practical plan as the energy moves you forward towards the results that you want. You have to move forward here, Libra, with practicality as your guide. Not saying, okay, it will all just kind of magically fall together. Be practical about it and be determined. At your root, we have the new moon in Cancer. You and your loved ones are safe, coupled with the Eight of Feathers, which is courage and solutions. So you are embracing courage and solutions, which is telling you that you and those that you care about are safe. You do not need to worry, even though the worry is going to be something that comes up very strongly during this time. This then moves you to the full moon in Scorpio, saying it's time to release negative energy as you embrace the Emperor, as you embrace focus and stability. Remember, the negative side of the Emperor was something to be warned about, of doubt and fear, making you rather tyrannical. And I'm not saying that you're going to be a tyrant, but I am saying that it would make you think that things have to be done like this, and if they're not, it would be very bad. It won't be at all. Open yourself up to new ideas, new outcomes, because there is this change here that is being propelled, especially from the 26th, around the 26th onward, that is really going to be leading you forward. This then leads you to the new moon in Gemini. Communication is key as you achieve the gifts and as you receive the gifts from the divine, the Ace of Acorns. And this says creative force and confidence as you communicate. And this is with the divine, communicating with the divine what you truly want and where you truly need to be. You are then led to the supermoon, which says emotions are running high as you have divine wisdom and spiritual power guiding you forward, as you spread your wings, as you fly, as you go after what it is that you desire, what you want, and where it is that you need to be. Emotions run high, which leads you to your energy gaining momentum, and it is time to release negative energy as your energy gains momentum, as you gain focus. You are then led to the full moon in Capricorn, which is the end of a tough cycle approaches, right? You have the new moon here, and I love that you have the pairing. You have the new moon in Gemini and the full moon is in Gemini. You have here the full moon in Capricorn, and the new moon is in Capricorn. So know here, Capricorn energy, Gemini energy is going to be very powerful for you. And it's very funny because didn't I say December 22nd when I talked about change? That's the first day of the Capricorn time period. So just be mindful of that day. The end of a cycle approaches as you face decisions and you see new direction. This then leads you to the new moon in Sagittarius. It says luck is on your side as change and possibilities come forward and ignite within you, which then leads you to the full moon in Taurus, your dreams need a practical approach, so being very practical, being very centered, and the waxing moon here saying energy is gaining momentum as your practicality moves you forward, as your decisiveness comes in. So let's see how the new moon eclipse will be affecting you. And we're just going to lay down 3 cards because I don't want you guys to think that I'm going to be keeping you here for absolute ever. Right. New moon eclipse, Libra, December 2019. New moon eclipse, Libra, December 2019. New moon eclipse, Libra, December 2019. Show me clearly, 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 show me clearly. Fantastic. 3 of Wands is at your heart. You are crowned with the 10 of Wands, and the 7 of Cups is at your root. Okay. You're really looking towards your future and cultivating and creating exactly what you want. So here with this full moon and new moon, what happens, and the new moon eclipse, what happens is you get very decisive ideas per each event, right? And as you do, you start looking towards your future. You start looking towards what you truly desire. This brings up the moon's message of a personal issue being resolved. Things come into focus. And as the tarot says, intuition and inspiration leads you to be a student of your heart, to open up to what you desire, to know that not having all the answers is not a bad thing at all. It's actually a very powerful thing for you at this time to see the new truths and the new ways that you are moving forward. This then leads you to the crown of the 10 of Wands. You are going to be putting down all the burdens underneath the moon. This is when the surrender to the divine comes. I highly recommend you have a talk with the divine. I know that might sound funny. If you feel more comfortable writing it out, then by all means do so. But as this eclipse comes in, a time of powerful change, and as you can see, the moon is getting darker. So you could very much see this eclipse kind of being represented here. So here, as you are moving forward, as you're going after what you want, as you're carrying these burdens, you're going to find that they start to fall away. You start to really focus on the things that you truly want, not the things that you kind of thought you want or the time wasters. And you are also being told here, do not pick up other people's burdens as you are on this road, because it says, what do you need to release? And what you need to release is being weighed down by the wants, the needs, and the desires of everybody else. And really sitting there and trying to be what other people want you to be, Libra. Yeah, that is your main hurdle here. This then leads you to the 3 of Shells, which is playfulness and bliss, which is a sense of releasing the negative, releasing the power that other people have to embrace playfulness and bliss within your life. At your root is the 7 of Cups. You're going to see all the options start opening up to you. It's like, oh my gosh, the world starts opening up to you, and these changes are bringing these options to you. Now, what happens here also is that as you embrace these options, you're going to kind of want to do it all, but you have to focus within your mind what you want. It does not mean that you cannot have it all, but Spirit keeps saying, your dreams need practical plans, and so you're starting to put your dreams into practical plans, and the changes that are coming are going to help propel you to the place that you need to be. It leads you to you and your loved ones are safe as you look at all the options that are open to you. And here, with the 8 of Feathers, courage and stability, you're going to find that it's not as scary as you thought it was to have your dreams come to fruition, to have yourself moved forward and moving forward. Your subconscious message for the whole entire reading is the 3 of Feathers, release and recovery. You are releasing the negative, the hurt, the pain, the disappointment, the fear, and you are recovering from it. You are setting yourself free, and you are flying high. but it is going to be painful. It is also going to have to be addressed. The pains, the hurts, the disappointments that you have been through. It can't just be, oh, okay, everything's fine and everything will always be fine and I'm just going to keep on smiling. No, it's saying you have to let out of your soul and of yourself what is hurting you. This could be through crying. This could be through having a good scream into a pillow. This could be through, again, crying, turning on the shower, having it be nice and hot, having yourself a good cry. This could be through physical, activity, through exercise, but you have to release this negativity and you have to give it voice. So let's say you are punching a punching bag, all right? Giving voice to what you have been through. Even if you just shout it in your own head, I suggest you do it online. It's not online, out loud, because it's going to be more cathartic. But as you do it out loud, and I would suggest this in the privacy of your own home or if you are someplace alone, because you would be able to release that energy and kind of punch it out of your life, out of yourself. Your subconscious message from the moon is the new moon in Leo. Confidence is your key to success. Do not doubt yourself. Do not let other people doubt you. Sit there and be confident as you move forward, because that leads you to the Hermit. Now, this is a Virgo energy. This is your subconscious message from the new moon eclipse. This is a time frame of August 23rd to September 22nd, and this is turning inward. This is having your passions and your desires illuminate your path as you go after what you want, but this is also being more quiet, more stable, and more centered. All right, Libra, I hope this reading has resonated with you. It has been an absolute pleasure reading for you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May the harmony of the full moon, new moon, and new moon eclipse be with you, and may you have a joyous time. Bye.